What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the BBB Gaming News Channel for all your unbiased gaming news. Subscribe and turn on notifications. In today's video, we are going to be looking into Zlaner's gameplay and his stats from Call of Duty Warzone Caldera. So, let's get into it. Just yesterday, Zlaner seemed extremely hyped to be playing the Warzone Caldera map with Dr. Disrespect. He put a tweet out saying live, "The flight to Caldera was smooth, but I had some weird bald dude with a huge dent in his head kicking the back of my seat. Dripping in heat is dominating Caldera all day long. Nobody does it better, at Dr. Disrespect." So, I mean, it seems like he's hyping it up, and let's be honest, if you base it off what he's done in Verdansk, you would expect some high kill games, you would expect a lot of wins, and you would expect him to just be godlike, because, let's face it, that's the image Zlaner's put out for himself. He is the wonder kid, he is what people assume to be the top elite level player. And this is all based on the fact that he was able to compete so highly in Fortnite and that crossed over to Warzone. And with that being said, we're going to see now whether or not his ability in Warzone Verdansk was able to cross over just as well into Warzone Caldera, the same way his Fortnite ability crossed over into Warzone Verdansk. So let's go and take a look at his stats. First of all, I'd like to say I love this feature on cod.tracker.gg where you can go and check out each season's stats. It makes it a hell of a lot easier to actually check the stats between the two seasons. As we did in the Joe video earlier on today, we checked his stats and we did compare them, and we could see the average Joe's stats seemed to be average across every season, almost like his ability crossed over each time, including over to Call of Duty Warzone Caldera. So let's take a look at Zlaner's here. Black Ops Season 5 stats for Zlaner, he averaged a 5.89 KD. Average placement was 20th. In Black Ops Season 6, he averaged a 5.47 KD, averaging placement of 20th. Now let's talk about Vanguard Season 1 here. This is Warzone Caldera, although it's only day 1. His average KD is 3.83. Yeah? That is nowhere near as good as the previous seasons. In fact, if you go and check out all of his previous seasons, they're all pretty close to a 6 KD. Some of them are even over a 6 KD. But then for this, he seems to have fell off. He does seem to have fallen off really bad. In fact, anybody who watched his stream last night with Dr. Disrespect and Tim the Tapman will have seen that his gameplay just wasn't there. It wasn't the Zlaner we have all seen for the past year or so on Call of Duty Warzone Verdansk. The Zlaner who was dropping high kill games all the time. The Zlaner who appears to not at this moment be dripping in any form of heat whatsoever. Should we take a look at a moment of his gameplay now? So he's found himself in a heated situation. He's on 8 kills in this gameplay, to be fair. That's not bad at all. 8 kills. But it's not top level elite, is it? Look at all the people who've just showed up on the UAV as well. And he's deciding to try and push this whole situation. Maybe he's dipping out, who knows? Buys the dock back as well. But what you've got to remember, guys, is that for some strange reason, his ability hasn't crossed over. Although there will be signs of him being a good player, he's just pushed out into the open there, like with all those people showing on the minimap. That, to me, seems like a bot move, wouldn't you say? But he's in the gulag, and we all know the Zlaner can win gulags all the time. Probably about an 80% win ratio in the gulag. So let's see how he gets on this time round. And while we're here, what does everybody actually think of the new gulag? Eh? I'm quite fond of it, I'll be honest. Probably one of the few features of this game I'm actually fond of at the moment. But the fact is, Zlaner shouldn't be dying in those situations, because any top level elite player wouldn't push out into the open the way he did. But he did. And he missed his shots there as well and dies in the gulag. So now we've seen some of his gameplay, although there were probably better moments in his whole stream. Overall, his KD lacked. It wasn't as it was in Verdansk whatsoever. It almost feels like ZLANER is potentially falling off with the new integration of Call of Duty Warzone Verdansk. Who knows why? Maybe it's that new PC he had sent to him. Maybe it's that new 300 plus FPS gaming PC that he was given that is making him play poorly. Or maybe it's the lack of things that are actually downloaded onto that PC. If we find out any more about ZLANER's current stats and whether or not they do increase or whether or not they get worse, we'll be sure to keep you posted here on the BBB Gaming News Channel. BBB, over and out. Yeah, he's fell off big time, hasn't he? Yeah. Oh, you'll love to see it.